So good morning, everyone. We're doing something a little bit different this week. The reword is review. And yesterday was review your good morning, review your options. And today is review your best. As I was walking and talking with God this morning, before it was raining, it was all kind of, the clouds are moving like super fast and it was drizzling. I was scared I was going to get rained on, but I didn't. And I was walking, I was pushing, trying to get that in, trying to get the 2 miles in before it started to rain, right? I was doing my best. And as I was walking, I was listening to Earl Nightingale, and he read a quote from Ernest Hemingway. And Hemingway said that to write your best, he was a writer, write your best and finish what you start. And as I was walking, I was like, what are we going to talk about today? And God was like, your best. Talk about your best. So that's what I want to talk about today. I wanted us to apply what Ernest Hemingway said to our own lives. And since not everybody's a writer, I'm not a writer, do the best you can. Okay? This is it. Do the best you can. And then finish what you start. Living your best. Okay? Living and doing our best comes from what we're working towards. And I want you to think about it for a second. What are you working toward? I'm in the middle of a project, and it's hard to stop. You get up in the morning, and I'm ready to go do that thing. And it's funny how sometimes you dread going to work. But when you're in the middle of a project, you're excited. I got this thing going on, man. I'm doing my best. And it's pushing you forward. And it's not only you moving forward, but the momentum behind your energy is pushing you forward, which is even better. So I was thinking about successful people. Okay. As I was thinking about it, I was thinking successful people are successful not because of the actual accomplishment that they achieved, but it's the actual process that they're doing, their mindset. They're working towards something. And them working towards it makes them successful. And what I mean by that is, it's not the goal of, think of Mother Teresa. She's a successful person. And pretty much her goal was to have take care of every child in Calcutta. She couldn't do it by herself, and she could not do it, she could do her part. But, say somebody want world peace, and they live in Statesboro, where I am. It's going to be hard, all right? You can do what you can, and you're successful in your endeavors, every little part. Remember, Kaizen is actually taking piece by piece, making continuous improvements. I think of it this way. I want 50,000 downloads of my podcast by the end of the year. It doesn't matter which episode, but just 50,000 in total. For somebody who's not interested in me or personal growth or podcasts at all, or, anything dealing in my circle of influence, it doesn't matter to them. They could care less, right? But I can't look at them and say, oh man, I didn't affect them, I'm not successful. The actual success is coming from the process. So the things that I do to get to that 50,000, that 50,000 is a landmark. It's a milestone to be celebrated. That's a success on its own. But everything that I do that's working towards that is a success too. And I have to celebrate those successes too. So after each upload of the podcast, you know, that's a success. I'm that much closer. I have that much, I have a bigger opportunity to affect more people by the many downloads or many uploads that I do. Instead of just banking on one video. I made one video and it's going to be viral. Well, after everybody's seen it, then what? It went viral. Um, I had a video on TikTok that did like 200,000. Yay. You know, the next video did maybe 1,000. What's success? Me actually making that next video for me was a success. Just to have 1,000 people look at it and like it is a success to me. Even though the one before it did 200 and something thousand. Hey, we did a video for the Explorsium. It did 1 million on TikTok. The first video we did, it did like 1 million in the first week, I think. But if you don't do anything, if you don't keep working towards anything, then remember, you are what you think about. You become what you think about the most. And if you're not working toward anything, then guess what? I'll put it this way, and I love this. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take in basketball. Okay? And you never hit a target that you can't hit a target that you can't see, but you never hit the target at all. You miss 100% of the time when you don't take that shot. Okay? So understand that it's a process and it comes from doing your best work. So what's defining you or whatever you're doing, if you're doing it your best, then you're successful. And nobody can take that away from you. You did what you could. Okay? So be proud of that. I feel successful when I'm working towards my goal and producing videos daily, of course, adding to the podcast increases that chance of, I can sit back and look and say, I'm close to 300. My goal for right now is to get 365 videos. I think I'm at 340 or something, 325, 340, somewhere in there. Somewhere. I'm over 320. And I can go back and say, hey, my podcast, you can look at my podcast every single day of the year, right? And that's something to say. You can watch me every day for a year and then do it again. So, and like I said, some people won't care, but for me, that's great. I don't want to get to heaven, and somebody had put this way. I don't want to get to heaven and God introduces me to the person I could have been. I want to live my life to the fullest right now, right? And I want to live out my ikigai. I want to have ichigo ichies. I want to have that Kaizen approach where I can look back and reflect on just 5 minutes ago and be like, man, that was good. God, you did that. That was a success right there. And feel good about myself instead of, you know, getting older, which I am getting older, and looking back and like, if only or I could have, I could have been, I could have did. I want you to live your best life. And when you look at each moment of your life, be proud of what you did, right? So it's been an Itchy Go Itchy Get. Every moment is special with you. I love you so much. All right. Kampai, have a great day.